Before we get into our process for today, I just wanted to start with this beautiful saying: practicing the basics is the foundation for mastering the extraordinary. I repeat, practicing the basics is the foundation for mastering the extraordinary. Whether you want to get a black belt in martial arts after 3 or after 5 years, or you want to go get into any competent exams, all you need to do is you need to practice the basics. If your basics are very strong, then the pillars, so called the pillars, will be also very strong. So having said that, now it's just a refreshment, a quick refreshment. Grab something which is red in color around you. Come on fast. Wonderful. I hope you got it. Find something that is round in shape. Great. Take something which starts with C. Great. Wonderful. You need not, of course, you can chat to whatever you found or whatever things you took. You can just share in the chat box. Or if required, after the webinar is over, you can post it on your comment box also. Wonderful. Great. These things just to energize you. Generally, we used to conduct this when online session. Now, let's go for a quick recap. Whatever we had seen in the last session, last webinar. In the last webinar, we discussed about the approximants. Approximants, you need not worry about the meaning, but the general concept of approximants is the organs of speech close to the other organs of speech, not necessarily touching, but very close to the other organs of speech. For example, when you pronounce certain sounds, you may have to, for example, tongue may touch the alveolar ridge or the upper palate, or the mouth can be a little closer to each other. So these kind of the parts, organs of speech are close to the other organs of speech, not necessarily touching. So that is how we can understand the concept of approximants. The sounds under approximants are the first one, L or L, the alphabet L. Example words: leg, look, lamp, light, little, lemon, long, lucky. So the sound is L, L or L. The next sound is R, R. I already suggested you when you pronounce the letter R, just roll your tongue. R. The example words: red, run, rice, read, write, road, rain, rabbit. The next sound we had seen was W. W. The sound is W. And I suggested you, whenever you pronounce the word W, just keep your mouth into O shape. W. Example words: we, water, window, win, wall, wide, watch, world. W. If you pronounce W, The mouth seems to be upper and lower mouth seems to be touching, but it is not exactly touching. It's coming very close to each other, as the definition goes for approximates. The next sound we had seen is writing small letter J in between two forward slashes. The sound is y, y, or y, e. The example words: yes, yellow, yard, you, young, yesterday, yogurt, yawn. So these four sounds are called the approximates. The sounds are L, R, W, Y. These are the approximates. Now let's take a few questions. Overall general questions our people might have. About the spelling bee competition structure. Spelling bee competition is going to be conducted at 5 different levels: school level, zonal level, regional level, national level, and international level. School level is going to be offline, that is written exam. We prepare a question paper and send to all the schools, and our respective teachers will conduct the exam, and they will select 2 toppers from each class. And those toppers will participate in zonal level. So far, the situation is zonal level will be conducted online, zone wise. And in a zone, the toppers from all the schools, they participate in zonal level. And the next step, the winners from the zonal level, they participate in regional level. In a region, it is similar to state, not exactly state, the complete state. In a region, the schools, the winners from zonal level, they will participate in regional level. And the regional level winners will go for national level winners. So national level, so far about 5 states are going to participate. And the winners from national level will get an extraordinary opportunity to go to America, United States of America, for international spelling bee competition. And Viswam is very glad to provide the sponsorship for the competitors to go to America and participate in international spelling bee competition. So this is the pattern the competition is going to be conducted. So the next common question we always get is, what is the syllabus for spelling bee competition? As you all know, you have received a small booklet, spelling bee booklet, which consists of 300 words. And these 300 words are not everything. Only 50% questions will be from this booklet. And the remaining 50% from their academic English, general reading, and current affairs. So all together, in a simple way, I would say, we don't want to just construct in a very small space for our students. Our students should get more and more exposure. That is the reason only 50% from the spelling bee, and the remaining 50% will be from various other dimensions. So we kindly request all the schools to expose your students to a great extent, so that your students will be capable and competent to participate in national level or international level. To that extent, your students can improve. And the next common question we get is tentative period for competition. As we already discussed several times, I'm glad to repeat it again. Competition, the preparation period is going to be from September 1st till January 31st. From February 1st, the competition starts. And we cordially request the coordination from all the schools. On time, if you can provide us the toppers list from your schools, then the competition will go on very smoothly on time. So from February 1st, the competition is going to start. Wonderful. So as we mentioned, we have been discussing about the phonetic transcription through this webinar from 1st of September. And we are going to learn much more since we are in the halfway of phonetic transcription. Today, what are we going to learn? Something new. Today, we are going to discuss about nasals. Nasals, which is related to your nose. Some sounds, you have to use your nose. Of course, not literally using, but nose is connected to produce a sound. That is called nasals. So in nasals, the sounds are very few. The first sound we are going to see is the letter M. The sound is M. When you pronounce M, automatically your nose is connected to the sound. Let's go for some example words. Man, make, money, mother, many, morning, music, milk, mouth, map. So all these have the sound M. The next set of examples, meet, move, meal, middle, more, minute, market, moon, machine, member. The sound is M. I hope I already clarified this one. M-A-C-H-I-N-E. It's not machine, it's machine. Little long E sound. Machine, in. The last set of examples, mountain, moment, mistake, memory, master, message, movie, manage, mirror, mango. So all these words have the sound M. It is written like small m in between two forward slashes. The sound is M. The next sound we're going to see is in. When you pronounce this in or n, even that is related to your nose. Example words, name, nice, new, never, near, night, need, now, number, next. The next set of examples, nine, note, nation, neighbor, nothing, north, nature, normal, notice, noise. And the last set of examples, narrow, novel, noble, neck, neat, net, nod, nail, news, none. So all these sounds are in or n sound. It is written small n in between two forward slashes. The sound is n. And among the nasals, the last sound we're going to see is ing. ing. K and in. If you join, you will get that sound ing. Automatically, you will find your tongue goes up to the upper palate. When you pronounce the previous sound in, your tongue is touching your upper teeth and the alveolar ridge. When you pronounce this sound, sorry, when you pronounce this sound, your tongue goes to the upper palate. Ing. It is written like small n, right side line, bring it little down, in between two forward slashes. The example words sing, song, king, ring, long, bring, strong, thing, wing, hang. The next set of examples: bang, spring, morning, evening, belonging, running, swimming, working, talking, walking. And if you want to understand this sound far better, just adding ing participle with the verb. In another word, the continuous form. If you have the continuous form, you will automatically get this sound ing. So the last set of examples: standing, thinking, feeling, going, waiting, loving, writing, watching, dancing, climbing. CLIMB, it's climb, not B, climb. So B is silent here. So when you add ing participle, it's climbing. It's not climbing, it is climbing. I hope you understood the sound ing. All these words have the sound ing. So related to nasals, we have three sounds: m, in, n, and ing. Wonderful. Let us understand these sounds in a better way. In the sentences, we will see: my neighbor is singing a melody this morning. My neighbor singing ing, melody morning. Three sounds together, you can find it here: morning, morning, in, and ing. Three sounds together in a word. The new movie is running in the cinema today. The new movie running, n and ing. In, cinema, in and sounds you can see here. The next example: young king was making plans for his kingdom. A young king was making plans for his kingdom. Young, ing, king, ing, making, and ing. Plans, for his kingdom. Ing and two sounds are there. Mother was cleaning the kitchen while humming a tune. We might have seen our mothers preparing something while doing some household works. They do sing or they do hum. So mother was cleaning in and ing the kitchen in while humming and ing a tune in. If you keep on looking at sample examples, you will be able to understand the sounds. Wonderful. So it's time for assessments. So I hope all of you are ready with your pen and paper. And kindly, I repeat, don't put your score or answers in the chat box. Once the webinar is over, it's going to be, we may miss them. So I kindly tell you, if it is a Zoom call or something, we can then and then to respond to your comments, messages. But since it's YouTube live webinar, we may not be able to address your concerns or questions. So I kindly mention, please don't do it in the chat box. Do it in the comment box once after the assessment is over. So I hope all of you are ready with your pen and paper. Wonderful. Let's go for the assessment. There are 10 words, 10 transcriptions, and you need to write the word. I'll give you just approximately 1 minute. 10 words approximately must take only 5 seconds each. Wonderful. Approximately 1 minute is getting completed. So I hope all of you might have written this. And if you're watching on YouTube and using your mobile, so just take a snap or a screenshot of this, because if I move, then you may miss it out. And after looking at the answers, please kindly don't give your answers. I hope these sounds are very easy to remember, but you have to recollect all your previous learning, whatever we learned so far, because these words are mixing of all those sounds. So only if you can recollect all your previous learning along with today's learning, you will be able to do this. Ready? Done. Now these are going to be the answers. Now just do the correction by yourself, looking at the answers, and note down the score, and then post it in the comment box, not in the chat right away. As I mentioned, we may miss your points or we may miss your concerns if you put it in the chat. We may not be able to view it again. So once it is done, you can put it in the comment box in the YouTube, not on the live chat, I repeat. So whatever score you mentioned, please note it down. And I've been very, very happy, and gradually it is improving. In the initial period when we were conducting these assessments, only 1 or 2 they used to post their scores in the chat box. And then gradually it is improving. Now we are getting more and more response from you. And we really appreciate and thank you all very much for your participation with complete involvement. And similarly, now every videos will be watched around 1,000 times or 1,500 views will take. But if you look at the comments, hardly 20 comments or 25 comments. That too only with 2-3 questions and only about 5 to 10 scores you are posting it. So I wanted to mention one important thing, that is your involvement. Your involvement matters a lot. So when you're putting your questions or when you're putting your scores, it shows your involvement. So in the chat box, when the webinar is happening, chat box, hi sir, good evening sir, everything is quite fantastic. I can see hundreds of chats. But whereas when we look at the comment box, it's not up to the mark. So I kindly request you to post your scores and concerns or questions in the comment box. And as usual, I always mention, kindly subscribe to Viswam Edutech's YouTube channel, official channel, so that you will be able to visualize whenever you want or whenever it is required for your school. And also, we are looking for much more. That means we are planning of much more. And for all those learnings to reach our school students, kindly subscribe to our Vishwam's YouTube official channel. So having said that, always remember, slow progress is better than no progress. And you will automatically realize when you start walking in stairs, especially specifically for a temple, which is on a hill, when you start walking the steps step by step, you may not remember. And after some time, when you reach a point, and if you just look back, you will see you have crossed so many steps. The same rule applies for learning as well. When you keep on learning slowly, little by little, and automatically one day you will realize you will have learned plenty. So remember, do not be afraid of growing slowly. Be only afraid of standing still. I'm giving you a lot of philosophical lessons. I'm sorry about that. So thank you all very much for today's webinar. I hope you got better, and I'm wishing you all the best for the competition and for your preparation. Best wishes. And according to my understanding, most of the schools are giving their blood and sweat for spelling bee competition. I really appreciate that. And just continue doing the same. So thank you all once again very much for all of you for participating. Bye for now.